Alright, so we're working on Osiris next.
All right. Second time's a charm. Or 10th time. Gosh, this
That's
game is...
insane.
Oh man.
My vote for Osiris is Alexis or Suri.
Ooh, who's Osiris?
She's the giant
Horse.
robot chick.
Horse lady.
Oh, gotcha.
Donald Trump should be May since he loves building walls.
Gonna be huge.
I'm not against that casting. He might be a little busy though.
Just a little.
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
Just
We'll see
imagine-
when he gets impeached.
True. We'll see. Oh, look, imagine him in the jacket.
Oh, Oompa Loompa in the jacket.
He's just sitting there before he uses the gun. I'll have you know, I'm gonna build a wall. It's gonna be huge, and it's gonna be paid for by China.
Oh, Diva.
Ooh, diva. That's hard.
The blonde chick from Arrow.
The blonde chick from Arrow?
Felicity?
Felicity, yeah.
She's not Korean or Asian at all.
I'm like, if anything, maybe Oliver's little sister.
Yeah, I agree with that more than I agree with Felicity.
I mean,
Or
I
either of the chicks from the League of Assassins.
That's very true.
But then again, none of these are actually Asian people.
You're not wrong.
Wait, Diva's
I'm-
supposed to be Asian?
Well, she's Korean.
Well,
Ooh, I got it.
Hmm.
She's too old. I think she's not old, but I think considering Diva, she might be too old. God, I forgot her name. But she was literally the best part of the Iron Fist series.
Oh! I know who you're talking.
Gwen Stefani. Yeah.
Hey, so-
Come again?
But that's my vote. I'm actually. This is more important than the game right now.
You know, I've got a poll in my chat. If we want to use it. Then again, no one's in my chat.
You made that very dark, really fast.
Not dark.
Well, I just realized everyone's in your chat, so it wouldn't... It's fine. It's fine.
She played Colin Wing,
Mm-hmm.
and her name is Jessica Henwick.
Henwick?
Jessica Jones?
Dude, that's the best one of this. All this. Next to Punisher, that's the best series.
Ooh, Punisher. I need to watch that.
It's really good. Very bloody.
Yes.
Okay, so have we gone through all the characters?
Have you heard her? She's the most American sounding Korean I've ever heard. Yeah, but she's got the look.
She's got the look.
She's got
the
look.
Matt, you know,
She's
I don't know
got
if you're saying that to be
the
racist or what.
But I mean,
She's got
I mean-
the look. She looks Asian.
in the sense of like, if you cast anyone other than the race, everyone's gonna lose crap. Like, what if we cast a freaking?
Genji as a Furby?
This is made in Japan.
Was it though? I'm pretty sure it was made in China.
I'm not gonna respond to that.
Everything's made in China. Even people, they're made in China.
I hate you so much.
Okay, let's see. Is that all the characters you think?
No.
No, wait. Who's the one hacker chick?
Oh.
Oh, Sombra.
Yeah, Sombra. I think for that one we're gonna have to ask Miguel.
How about Miguel?
Oh, perfect. Miguel is Sombra. Oh.
Symmetra too. Oh, you're right. Symmetra as
yeah.
well.
I was just thinking her, but I was trying to figure out her name. I was like, what's that chick's name?
Symmetra. Oh, I know. The guy from Life of Pi.
Well, you know what? I'll raise you this.
Mhm.
Freaking, what's his name from Nacho Libre?
Oh, yes. Absolutely. I believe in science. You know, through that whole movie, he was a Scientologist.
Okay, well, whatever.
He probably made that commercial too. Okay, let's see.
I love that movie. That movie's so good. Is it still on Netflix? I want to watch it again.
I can't remember if it is or not.
Trying to visually picture the characters in my mind.
We did Junkrat, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or, no, we didn't. We did Road Dogg.
Ah.
No, we did Junkrat too.
Who's
Danny
Junkrat?
DeVito.
Oh, really?
Then who's Tolbjorn?
What? Yeah, I thought you did Torbjorn as Danny DeVito.
Who did we do as Junkrat? I said somebody for Junkrat.
I think you said Danny
Really?
DeVito in the first time.
Steve Buscemi.
Oh, gotcha.
That's the
And
one.
that concludes our character list.
Well, for me, for Junkrat, I would do the
Kevin
kid,
Hart.
the kid from Shameless and Gotham.
Okay, yeah. That would work.
I think he'd play a really good Junkrat.
Uh-huh.
Which kid is this?
Oh, he's a redhead. In Gotham, he plays the Joker, and he plays a really good Joker.
Oh!
Like
Gosh.
probably a better Joker than Jared Leto.
You mean, what do you mean, probably?
I feel I'm not completely against Jared Leto. I don't think they've really. I think the main problem with him is being his introduction. It should have been like he should have been the main villain.
Yes.
I don't think he was showcased properly.
No.
I'm not a fan of the tattoos though.
Mm-mm.
I am a fan of him being like a gang. Though. Oh, that's my little rant. Why is my car stuck? Really? This thing's so low, it got stuck on the curb.
You should invite me.
You can't join?
No, I'm like in the game. I was like, you should invite
Oh.
me to the.
I was literally just looking at the list too. Oh, I'm on a mission. It'll be over soon. Don't worry, babe. Alright, what else then? Or, next movie. I picked the first movie, you guys can pick the second one. It can be a reboot, it can be comics, it can be whatever you want it to be. Are you kidding me, guy? I was gonna let you live.
Let me think. What do you think? The only thing I can think of is trying to recast like Zootopia. But mostly it's just like it's like live action and it's just a bunch of people in furry costumes.
That sounds horrible.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of what other game would be a good movie.
The problem with that movie is that it had the same problems all these superhero things do and making it stupidly unrealistic and shit. Suicide Squad should have been more like Christopher Nolan's Batman. I agree with that statement. A lot, actually. Because none of the Suicide Squad are even, like, that superpowered. Like, the ones that do have superpowers aren't, like, freaking Superman. I I like your analogy of Suicide Squad though. I like that a lot. Like it would have been cool if they were just dealing with. Oh, you know what would have been a great villain for Suicide Squad?
Hmm.
Deathstroke.
Oh, heck yes.
I mean, it would. The only problem with that is they would have to lose. There's no winning.
It wouldn't necessarily, like... It would be a sort of win. Like...
They stop what he's trying to do, but they don't catch him.
Yes.
It would
Yeah.
kind of end like how Batman versus Superman ended, where they just start fighting and then they're like, "Our moms have the same name."
Where did you hear that name? That really common name.
Right.
That's how the Joker killed Robin. He's just like, Martha! And then Batman just dropped his guard. Freaking Robin's in the background getting stabbed him and, help me, Bruce! He's just sitting there with his PTSD.
But he said Martha!
How could he know her name? Who would have been another good villain for Suicide Squad? The Joker himself would have been the good villain to have.
Mm-hmm.
Because the whole
Lex
thing would have been
Luthor.
hit. Lex Luthor would have been good. Like, because literally, the Joker as the villain, the whole thing would have been him trying to get Harley.
What you
Which was
could have
already
done...
the subplot.
Yes, what you could have done is also had her torn between him and not him.
Exactly. He either should have been the villain, or he shouldn't have been in the movie at all.
Yeah.
Because then you could introduce him in like the next movie, and where she's like, you know, got her new family or whatever. And then it's like, do I go back to him or do I stay with my new family?
I mean, like, they could have still introduced him, but like how they sort of did when they introduced Harley, they like mentioned him.
Yeah. Or they could have introduced him, but in the flashbacks only.
Mm-hmm.
No present day stuff. What did Batman say to Robin before they got in the Batmobile? Get in the Batmobile, Robin.
See, okay, I think for the Joker for Suicide Squad, if they would have left him out of the entire movie except for the final scene where they break her out,
That would have been
Like-
really good too, actually.
like that's the only spot that they show the Joker is that very end scene or whatever, and you're like, oh man, the Joker.
Yes.
I
So
like
everybody
that.
would be hyped for the next movie.
And then no one would have been left with a bad taste because they
Mhm.
wouldn't have had enough of him.
Yeah. Like they get the maybe they get the flashbacks or whatever, but then he's not actually in the movie until that very last spot.
Yeah. Maybe it's like a shaded image of him and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like
you
he's
don't
in the
actually
picture,
see
but
who
you
he
can't.
is.
Yeah. Plus, the other problem is that the bad guys weren't bad enough. All they did was say how bad they were the whole movie and did almost nothing that showed it.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that's the other problem is, out of all the movies they could have done, they did a Suicide Squad movie before any of these characters have showed up in any other movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know how exciting it would have been? Like, okay. The only example I can give is, like, Marvel's current list of movies, right? You know how exciting it would have been if you had, like, Marvel's level of movies, and they're like, hey, we're going to do Suicide Squad. Here's all these villains from our previous movies that we're going to put in here.
We see what the problem is. DC tried to play catch up way too fast.
Oh, yeah. That's what pisses me off. Like, they wanted to get to Justice League so bad.
It's like, no, take your time.
Yeah.
It paid out really well with Marvel.
Yeah. And
Like,
I mean, like,
The
that's why
bad
Wonder Woman
movies
did
of
so well.
Marvel are still pretty decent.
Yeah.
Like the original Hulk movies.
Okay.
The Incredible Hulk. The Incredible Hulk wasn't bad,
Yes.
and it's technically a part of the universe.
Hmm. Like Thor
like-
2, not a great movie, but
Yeah.
it's better than the DC movies.
Yeah.
I mean, Wonder Woman was pretty good though.
But see, that's why Wonder Woman did so good. Is it was just Wonder Woman. Like
Mhm.
it wasn't like, you know, okay, I love Man of Steel. I think that movie was great. And I'm not a Superman fan. I don't like the whole like nothing can kill me thing. Like it makes for a boring character.
Mhm.
But I thought Man of Steel was great, and it's because one of the things, at least for me, is it wasn't trying to make Justice League. It was just a movie. And then Wonder Woman did the same thing because, yes, she's gonna be in Justice League, and she was in Batman versus Superman. But like, there wasn't anything like really. There wasn't any like, you know, they weren't trying to rush it. Like Batman versus Superman. Hey, let's put all these people in here because, you know.
It had the
We need-
Spider-Man 3 problem.
The Spider-Man. Oh, yep. Yep. You're not wrong.
Also,
What
what
happened
was
to
up
the
with Lex
server?
Luthor?
Yes.
I think he got confused with like the Riddler.
He would have been a great Riddler.
They're like, "You're
People-
playing the Joker." He goes, "Okay, do I get my green question mark suit?" And they're like, "What?"
I think someone made the good point though that he's the clone of Lex Luthor.
Mm.
Because in the comic books, Lex Luthor had a clone, I think, and he had the hair like that. And even in the movie, he mentions his father.
I really want that to be the twist.
That would
His
be great.
father's the actual Lex Luthor that we know from the comics, and his son's just kind of screwing around. He's like, "Okay, I'm back. Get your butt in line."
Yeah, his name would be Luke Luthor.
Well, I like in Smallville. I don't know if this is his actual name or not. But in Smallville, Lex Luthor's name is Alexander.
That might be an actual thing.
So what if his father's name was Alexander and he named his son Lex?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
No, I'm still waiting though for them to put like the Joker or something, like really well into the Flash, or Arrow, or Supergirl, or
He's not
whatever.
gonna. He's gonna be in Gotham. They announced it.
Yeah,
Wait,
no, but I mean, like, I want him to be in one of those.
Yeah,
Like, they have to deal with something that he did or whatever.
that'd be great.
wait, Kevin Spacey was Lex Luthor?
Yeah, he was in the
Batman
2000 and something.
yeah, Superman
I
Returns.
think he played it fairly well.
Oh my gosh, he did. Wow.
Bryan Cranston would have been great for Lex Luthor.
Oh my gosh.
Or Vin Diesel.
He's in your face. If you're casting just bald people, why not The Rock?
That's what I was thinking.
He's got tattoos, it wouldn't work.
Then stop the Joker.
There we go, The Rock is the Joker. The Rock in a wig as the Joker.
No comment.
Tom Hardy as Lex Luthor.
That could be cool. I'd like him more Baney though. Like not he
True.
doesn't have to play Bane again, but like something where he can actually get in the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Deathstroke.
Ooh.
I'm quite a hater of the big Hollywood movies anyway. I prefer good indie movies and directors like Quentin Tarantino and Nicholas Winding Refn. Is that how you say his name? Yeah, I'm just not like, I'm down for any movie, but I'm just down for a movie when like the companies let the people make the movie they want, as opposed to, hey, we're gonna let you do this, but hey, can you shoehorn this into it and do this to that?
Buy the facility on Maze Bank and I'll meet you over there.
That's the same, my same stance on video games. Like, why can't publishers just let these people create the games instead of being like, hey, can you make sure it has microtransactions and
Yeah.
also online's kind of a big thing right now, so can you add like a half-assed multiplayer? It's days like these that I miss the podcast.
I don't even. We got the podcast right here.
Funny note, it's not really a secret or anything, but the original Third Level podcast was me playing a video game while we talked about stuff. Because none of us had cameras. Hashtag Destiny 2. Exactly.
It's
Freaking
Turkish
Activision.
Battlefront. What?
Shit, my foot.
Sorry, I had a bad cough.
See, I don't know if I believe it for that game though. I think that game was doomed from the start. With DICE, I mean.
They.
I'm in a game with 3 people, by the way.
Alright. I'm just gonna have to deal with this stupid texture crap.
Like, God, I freaking got a stutter.
He's stroking out.
The Battlefield games are good, but they have slowly had the transactions creeping in.
Well, I mean, like. Wait, the which ones?
The Battlefronts? Or the Battlefields, I mean.
Oh, okay. I was like. Which game are we talking about? They're both DICE.
Like, in all honesty, out of all the developers, Battlefront going to DICE should have been the best thing possible.
I think it's because EA
Oh, for sure.
had too much hand in it.
It's the same
Because-
reason why Mass Effect Andromeda failed.
Because if you look at the game Battlefront 2, they did the best with what they could.
Yeah. Well, like, visually it's good. The shooting and stuff feels good. It's just the progression that's problematic.
The space battles feel amazing.
Yeah. Like, it really bums me out. I want a Star Wars game.
I was like, I'll just stick with Battlefront 2 2005.
To be fair, Battlefront 2's campaign is incredible. I loved it. It's what the first game should have been. Multiplayer is neither here nor there, but I feel like all the trouble with the microtransactions overshadowed how amazing the single player was.
Yes, I heard it was pretty good.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, you're right about it overshadowing it, because I haven't heard anything about single player. And before the game came out, I was excited for it. I thought, like, the premise of it sounded great. I mean, if I can get it cheap enough, I'll get it and just to play. Well, I'll play multiplayer too. I'm not gonna lie. If I get it cheap enough, I'll play single player and multiplayer.
That reminds me, I need to get back into Call of Duty. World War
That
II.
reminds me, I still need PlayStation Live so I can play Call of Duty.
It's amazing. It's so good.
Hey, just get it on.
Why are you lagging?
Why would I get on Xbox when I got it for free on PlayStation?
Because I have it on Xbox and James has it on Xbox.
Yeah, but James is a paper bitch.
Yeah, but I feel like he'd play more on the Xbox than he would on PC.
You're not wrong. Honestly, the game is worth it just for the campaign. Why do you hurt me like this, Piggy? I am down for a good Star Wars campaign.
Listen,
Gosh,
everyone
it's
just
been
needs to
forever.
His Staxel.
All you need is Staxel. Dun, 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 dun. You accepted my thing, right? No, you did not.
I didn't get one.
Damn it. Well, I'm gonna go collect another car then. The important thing is I'm not selling them, so you're not really losing out.
Fair enough.
How'd you get back in this one?
What?
Didn't you leave and then come back to this one with the trucks everywhere?
Oh, you're right. What the hell? Fucking hackers.
Excuse me, I need to borrow your car.
I want another Old Republic game.
Isn't there a online one?
Yeah, it's really good.
Is it?
It's actually really, really good.
Is it a subscription one or is it a?
It's free to play now.
Oh
I
yeah,
thought.
it is free to play. Okay, well that's the thing. There are some their paying model isn't the most balanced. But the thing I do like, if you pay for a subscription for 1 month,
Mhm.
you get all the expansions up until that month you bought. So I hadn't played pretty much since the game launched. I bought a 1 month subscription and had all the content.
So so it's kind of like what is it? Elder Scrolls Online, where it's like it's free to play, but you can buy a subscription if you want.
Yeah. You get way more out of it if you buy a subscription. Like, you get more XP and stuff. I do,
That's
or I
pretty
did. I haven't played it in, like a year or so. But I did play it. I was in the beta for that crap.
I've never played it. I played Knights of the Old Republic for the original Xbox.
Dude, it's, like, well, the original one is great, but, like, even the MMO is good even just for the campaign.
Is it?
Like, because you can do the, like, whole Mass Effect, like, pick your dialogue and all that stuff. And, like, it's really good. God damn it. I don't want to play it now.
I mean, we could start it. I mean, I've never played it before, so it would be something.
I love that game, dude. The stories and the expansions are amazing. Oh my god. I didn't get to finish the whole X-Pack, but freaking, God, what was it with the two brothers? Oh my god, that X-Pack is so good. That story was so good. The Zaku stuff they added was top notch. I don't know if I did the Zaku stuff. Or Zakul, I should say. However you want to pronounce it. That guy's gonna blow me up.
I didn't realize Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic and Knights of the Old Republic 2 are actually on Steam.
Yeah, I have them both.
Oh man, I haven't played those since like I actually had the original Xbox. And
I wanted to play the first one and then go to the second one, but I don't know, the first one's age kind of caught up with it for me.
yeah.
I think the second one they added workshop support though.
Okay, so where is
Oh, it's on
The Old
Origin.
Or
Yeah.
I don't think I still have Origin on my computer.
I need to add my authenticator back to Star Wars. They have their little in-game currency. And if you have an authenticator, you get 100 of that, or you get 100 of that currency each month. So since I had the authenticator since day one, when I came back, I had like a ridiculous amount of that currency. And I just bought all the races and stuff I wanted. But I had to disable it because the battery died on it, and yeah. Anyway. I bought the freaking collector's edition of that game. I got a statue of what? Oh, I don't remember his name. But I have a statue of the Sith Lord.
From the original?
No, from the new one.
Oh, I was gonna say from the original. You have a statue of Darth Malak? That's sweet. That guy looked scary.
Or you can just download it from the site. Oh, that's true. You could just download it from the site.
That's I think what I'm about to do. I'm creating an account now.
God, why are there so many games, man? Alright, you get that, Seth? Malgus? Is that the Sith Lord from when the game first launched? Because if so, that is the statue I have. I'm gonna Google that.
Alright.
Yeah, Darth Malgus. Love that statue. I still have it up. I'm putting it in. I'll put it in general on worth, or not worthless on worthless pictures, I should say.
What you're putting in which chat?
General.
Mm.
Yeah, that's him, the guy with the mouth cover, right? Yep. Looks like frickin' Bane. He was Bane before Bane was Bane. Alright, head down to the warehouse and we can sell some crap.
Alright.
This place is filling up.
That's good.
That's very good.
I think I might have to turn my antivirus software off.
Really?
Avast is terrible.
Yeah. I stopped using it.
Like, it's the better free antivirus than most, but it's terrible for wanting to play games.
We can sell you. And we can sell you.
Who are we selling? That's prostitution.
This is a GTA, everything's legal.
Bro, you're not wrong. GTA is pretty much the purge.
Pretty much, except the purges every day.
It's every day,
Yeah,
bro.
You know how many cops they go through? Like, being a police officer in Los Santos must just be like a jury duty thing.
That's what they do with
Like, "No,
ex-convicts.
Yeah. If we're gonna escape to New York, escape to Los Angeles.
Gosh, how far away is it? Not
Oh,
too
you're
far.
pretty close.
Yeah. Let's put my gun away while I'm in this area.
You could say it, gotta. I didn't I didn't buy a warehouse in a very nice neighborhood.
No, you didn't. Well, if I walk, the textures are fine.
Sounds like a very exciting game if you just walk.
Or not walk, but if I'm on foot, it's fine.
I'd love to stay around longer, but yet again, it's 4:30 a.m., so I gotta head out, my man. It's been fun. Say bye to the boys. Thank you for coming
Bye-bye,
out, Piggy.
boys.
And thank you so much for the donations.
See you
That might-
later.
That might end up going towards a Star Wars subscription. Also, I don't know how you're still alive at 4:30 a.m. I stayed up till 3 a.m. the other night, and I wanted to die the next day. Is you in here now? Yeah. Dude, look how full this place is.
Give me a moment. Everything's loading in. Holy crap. Y'all got a lot of cars.
A little bit.
You should sell them.
That's what we about to do.
Like,
I think
yeah.
I stole. I think I stole like 4 when you were
I
here.
don't know what a car is.
That's my secret. I'm always excited. That's a good secret to have. Thank you for spreading your excitement to us.
Whoa.
You know what I know, Sam?
What?
I know I started my car this morning, but it didn't start.
Fucking what?
I said I know I started my car and it didn't start.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
I didn't start my car today. But I
Then how
didn't
do
have to
you-
go anywhere.
Anyway, adios.
Night.
Adios, amigos. Muchos granditos. Sí. See, that looks pretty good. Hey, that's pretty good.
Hey, that's pretty good. Ugh. Let's see. We didn't think of another movie to try to.
Mm-mm. We did not.
I can't think of any movies that I've watched that I was like, you know what, I really hated who they cast in this. Because I was gonna say like, oh, Deadpool, but I was like, no, like they got the perfect person for Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's no other way.
Let's see. I'm just drawing a blank on everything.
That's great.
I hate to think what your markup on that is.
Yeah. Did you ever look at somebody and think, wow, that's a low price?
Every day.
I sometimes look at people and think, wow, that was easy.
There you go. I bet the fire
Oh, I know you do.
sums it up.
Quite a few people.
As usual, someone's holding up the
Yeah.
rest of the group.
You know, most of the time things just happen and then they hate me. And I'm like, I didn't do anything.
Clearly you did something, sir.
You did this to me.
What do
gave
you
me the
believe in?
ugly.
I believe